let's take you through the quick update from Texas coming in regarding the flash floods in the state of Texas. Well, the current situation, at least 79 people have died. This flood has left many more missing. 4 months worth of rain, believe it or not, 1.8 trillion gallons fell in just hours on Friday. Authorities are unsure how many people remain unaccounted for in this US state, but they include 10 children. And the tragedy has brought scrutiny on the National Weather Service in the US as well, because the agency's Central Texas offices have several critical vacancies. And while some openings may predate the current administration, that number has roughly doubled since Donald Trump returned to office, as per reports. This means there are fewer people able to coordinate with local authorities, possibly hampering the emergency response, as experts have said. Here's a ground report from Texas. Listen in.
I'm standing on the banks of the Guadalupe River in Hunt, Texas, the site of some of the worst damage to come from the floods that ripped through this area on July 4th. Behind me is Camp Mystic, a girls' camp that was devastated by a wall of water that came raging through here in the middle of the night. Dozens of young girls were swept away, many who are among the approaching 70 who have been killed in this, 21 confirmed children who have died. Out here today, what we see are families returning to this spot to look through the camp, look through the dorms, look through the cabins where their children were. They're walking through and examining piles of debris, from soaked mattresses to personal trunks. They're opening them and looking through for any kind of personal belongings that they can find. The waters are calm now, but just about a couple hundred yards away from where those families are, search and rescue efforts continue as DPS troopers continue to look through on the riverbank and under collapsed trees and uprooted trees to see what they still might find. Also today we've seen other families come out to help in that rescue or search effort, walking riverbanks, doing whatever they can to try to help those families who are still searching for answers of maybe where their children are. One of the things that you can see out here is just how high the raging waters got. There's debris dozens of feet up in the air and the trees that are somehow still standing. You can see huge trees that have been ripped up by the roots. Others are still here, but the debris pile, the water just carried it extraordinarily high. There's no way to reach it. It just gives you a real sense of the impact and the power of the water that just rammed through this area in the middle of the night in a pitch black storm.
Search and rescue operations continue with a full response from local, state, and national first responders. At present, there's over 400 first responders for more than 20 agencies that are working in Kerr County. We have more than a dozen canine working in and near the river. More than 100 air, water, and ground vehicles are in the field right now working on this search and rescue. As of 9 a.m. this morning, we've recorded 59 deceased in Kerr County. Among those who are deceased, we have 38 adults and 21 children.